Okay guys, so we got this 1989 Buick, what is it, Reatta I guess they call it. So I was smoking the intake. We had a leak down here. Right here, this thing blows off and then it leaks, but right now we have no smoke coming out of anywhere. And it builds pressure, so I'm not too worried about an intake leak on this. So I'm going to show you guys what happens. Okay guys, so here's what the car sounds like when it's idling. See, we're in closed loop, and the oxygen sensor keeps going down and down and down, saying that we're running lean. And you can hear how the car is running. And if we add propane in, the car will die. I don't know why this ain't loading. Let's see if I can get this to load up for us. I may have to get rid of some of these PIDs. Let's go into data. We might be in open loop right now that it's smoothed out. Why does this keep... Let's go to list view. See if that's enough. See, look at that. We're at 89 now. Look at it loping. We're still adding. 155 is 20%. So we're adding 40% fuel right now. And you can hear how it's loping. So let me get our propane. I'll show you guys what happens. Okay guys, so we're going to add a little bit of propane in. I can only have one pit up right now to get a show. Watch, we have propane. See how it almost dies right there? If I keep it going, it'll just die. And we're just adding a little bit and it never shows. See that? Look. And we just added just a tiny bit of propane. So now if we unplug our oxygen sensor, it'll start right up. And it'll run fine. Let's see. So now if we unplug our oxygen sensor, let's see. I think it gets so overfueled and it runs like really, really smooth when you unplug the oxygen sensor. But this thing's really cool in here. Look at that. So I'm gonna have a new oxygen sensor come and then we'll go from there. But that's what I see so far. Okay guys, so I noticed that when the car was running we only had like 12.7 volts, and I also noticed that, look at our TPS, so we're at 0.24 volts right now. I go to full throttle, we got 3.94, I come back, 0.14. We go wide open throttle again, 3.94. So we're never hitting 4.5 volts, and like I think 0.14 is too low, and I wonder if that might be part of our issue. I think this should be closer to like 0.3 or something. So look at this. According to the Snapon Guided Component Test, we should be under 1 volt at closed throttle. And as throttle is moved to open position, it should be a clean voltage sweep over 4 volts. And we're not seeing that. So I'm going to go scope this and see if we got like a voltage drop or something. Okay guys, so look at this. So we're on the battery ground right here, right in the top. Okay, we're rolling out anything. Look at this. So I came over here. We connected to our gray wire right here. Okay, so we're on the gray wire. What do you guys see this? So gray wire right now is our 5 volt reference. We're seeing 5.99 volts. That's supposed to be a 5 volt reference. Okay, so we're 1 volt over right now according to that. So if we come over, go to the blue right there. Okay. Let's see if we can get on our blue. Actually, blue is the middle. So blue is the middle. I found something else out.
What?
Hang on, let me get this. So here's our signal wire. We got 1 volt. Okay guys, so we got 1 volt on this black wire. So that's our ground. I don't know where I left off, so I'm just going back over this. So we got 1 volt on the ground. We move over to the blue wire, which is our signal. And you see we got 1.18. And then when I move the throttle blade, look at that. We can go to 4.86, okay? And if we move over to the gray, let's see, the gray wire, so we got 6 volts. So we have to have an elevated ground because a low power, a voltage drop on the power would make our voltages lower. Bad ground would raise our voltages when we're measuring to ground, because we're going to have an elevated ground on the PCM. So I got to see where this ground goes, and then hopefully we can fix it. Look at this, guys. I went into the oxygen sensor right now. Look at that, 1.13 volts. Okay guys, so look at this. So I found the ground right here. I talked to a friend. I guess he found an Identifix. So we have the ground there, and if I take my ground off here, look at our voltage drop, 1.16. I ground this right here. Boom, our drop is gone. You see that? Now watch this. So I was talking to him, and he's like, "Oh, you got to follow the ground right here." He's like, "Where does this go?" So I followed this around. You can see it goes under the battery tray. It probably can't really see it too well, but it actually goes under the battery right there, and then it comes all the way around. And then what do you guys see this? So there's our ground distribution right here. So that's our ground distribution. But what do you see this? If I can show you guys, maybe. Let's see. Let's focusing on that stuff. Wait. Look at that. See that ground wire right there? It's completely disconnected. So that's our issue. Right there. That red wire I think was for a stereo. So I'm going to pull this battery out, and then we'll see if that fixes it. So guys, here's our main ground. Look at that. It's not on the stud. That's the box I was telling you about. See, it says electronics ground. Isn't that awesome? So I'll get this cleaned up and then we'll put it on, and then we'll see if that fixes our problem. Okay guys, so I got it connected back up. So I'm going to actually I might reposition this wire here a little bit. It's hard to get all these like lined up to where they work, but hey, it's all back in there. Actually, I don't even think that's gonna make a difference there. Yeah, I think we're good, because this top part's all cut out, so I think this can close up. Oh yeah, we're good. So there we go. So let me get this battery back in, and we'll see if it's fit. Okay guys, so we got that connected back up. Let's see what our scan tool does now. Actually, let's just see if the car starts. Boom, look at that. Go to scanner. I just heard the AC turn on, but I don't think the AC was turning on before. Let's go back into this. Now I do know that this car got new coils, new alternator. Like, there's a bunch of stuff now. I know I called the wrong part, but hey, look at that, 13.7 on the scan tool. So we don't have our 12.6 or 7. We'll just let this run and look at this stuff. I'll get some people over here. Definitely sounds better. Oh, look at that. Our gauge, everything's working in here now. Before we had that issue over here where it was saying like cooling system failure or something with the cooling system. This is awesome. Okay guys, so it went in a closed loop. It starts right up every time. So like Look at this. Our oxygen sensor is cycling like it's supposed to. We're in closed loop. Our throttle position still doesn't go above 4 volts. So that's an issue. So they're probably gonna have to adjust it because it is adjustable. And we got integrator. Look at our block learn. We're at 129, 128. So we're dead on where we're supposed to be. So this is awesome. Like it's working like perfectly. And watch this. We shut the car off. So we shut it off and it'll start right back up. We don't have to fight with it. Look at that. Boom. So yeah. Hope you guys like it. See you later.